Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn about data tables in n8n. So if you don't know about data tables, then data tables in n8n are built-in lightweight databases that let you store, manage, and query structured data directly inside your automation platform. And the best thing is that it does all of this without needing external services like Google Sheets or Airtable. So basically, they provide persistent storage across and workflow runs, fast lookups, and simple record management. So one of the key features include is that there is no external setup involved. So you can, because they are built right into the n8n interface with zero authentication or separate server setup required. And it also supports for basic fields type, including strings, numbers, booleans, and date and time. It also have automatic fields like every table includes default system columns for a unique row ID created at ID and updated at timestamps as well. And it is also managed using the core data table node to insert, get, update, delete, upsert, or query rows. It is basically designed for light to moderate use with a default size limit of roughly 50 MB to 200 MB, like depending upon your setup, and it is configurable via environment variables. So let us see how you can create your own data table in n8n. So for that, you can click onto this plus button right here at the top. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry for the disturbance, guys. Okay, so now let's attempt to create the data table in n8n. First, we need to click onto this plus option right here once you are in your localhost instance. And within this instance, you need to click onto this third option, that is new data table. Click onto new data table, and then you need to name your data table. So for example, let me name it table 1. I'm going to click onto create option. Okay. Now my data table has been successfully created. And now you can also see the directory for this particular table one. And from here, you can see these by default fields, which are the ID created at and updated at. The other columns you can simply add using this plus option. To add rows, click onto this plus button. And here you can see that the timestamps are already embedded into the same along with the ID. Now from here, you can simply add another column. So for example, let me name the column as customer name. Make very sure that just like SQL, you cannot use spaces right here. In the type, you can choose anything like string, number, boolean, and date time as well. I'll choose a string for this one. And now you can see that the customer name has been successfully added as a column. Let's try with a boolean example as well. For example, order placed. I need not give spaces. And from here we will choose a boolean type and we will add it. And to add a data, simply type in here for like example, let's say Mr. X, and then a boolean place. If you enable it, this means yes. If you disable it, this means no. Then you can add another data just like that. So for example, let's say Mr. Y, and his value will be no or null, we can say. So this is how you can add a particular data table or create one using this. From here also you can add row or add column, and from here you can simply search for the results out there in your data table as well. From here you can load all of the pages. It supports maximum of 50 records in a single page. And if you wish to view all of your data tables, you can click onto this data table or go from personal and click onto your data tables, and you can operate on the same, like you can import import data as CSV. You can click onto this, and from here you can import CSV to data table, which is very easy and very useful. You can download this as a CSV. So, and from here you also get this option to include those created at, updated at, and ID, which are where the system defaults. If you wish to download them as well, you can simply tick this particular option and click download. Else not, you can mark it as favorite or you can delete it using this delete option. So this was pretty much it about data tables. They act basically like your own database inside your n8n instance. So this was pretty much it about the data tables and how you can manage them. It is not much of a a very lengthy process or very super technical thing to know. But yes, it does exist, and this is how you can build them and use them, especially if you do not want to refer any external databases like MS Excel or Tableau or another things. So this was pretty much it about this video. If you enjoyed this video, if you like this video, do make sure to give it a like as well, so that it motivates us to keep making these videos. Let us know in the comments if you run into any issues, if you want any troubleshooting, or you just want to give any suggestions to us. The comment section is open for you. If you run into any issues, we will try our best to reply you and help you out. And also share it with your friends and family who are trying their things out with n8n. So that was all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.